come on over to my place. Hey you, we're having a wimpy. We'll be shaking, grilling and feeling. Come on over tonight. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Come on over to my place. Hey you, we're having a wimpy. We'll be shaking, grilling and feeling. Come on over tonight. Yeah, 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 yeah.
So here we are in the Wimpy. We say it's to all the best places, James.
Yeah.
Proper like this is like a first date kind of I think, isn't it? For God's sake.
After a year in, we're now making it official.
Look at this though. It's almost the same as it ever was, isn't it?
It feels the same. It feels the same. We've got the magic ice cream desserts that they're promoting, and it's 70 years, you see, in the UK.
I can remember going to Wimpy for every single special occasion, like birthdays, anything like that. If there's any kind of family celebration,
yes,
it would always be to the Wimpy, and you'd always have the just the normal. I don't remember there being huge amounts of choice, but there would just be like a burger or a cheeseburger, and a bender,
a bender, and fried egg. Fried egg. Fried egg randomly. But yeah, you get that, and you get lovely ice cream desserts, sometimes that banana one. Never had it. Do you know the one I mean?
I know the one, banana boat or something. It was
look.
Is it
that a banana one?
That it looks like banana splits. Was
maybe,
it a banana split?
Where the banana was maybe split.
And there was the classic Knickerbocker Glory as well, which came in a great big tall.
Lots of desserts. I seem to remember lots of desserts.
And a rum barber, which you never ever get anywhere else.
Is that a dance?
This is something like that.
What's that?
A rum barber. I don't even know what it is. All I know is it was just a thing, and it used to come in like a little metal little thing. So what is on the list of food stuffs that we could have today? Well, would have been there before.
I don't think I've got an old menu here. If you take the new menu, and let's see if any of the old stuff is on there. Right.
First of all, I definitely want a bender.
Okay.
Because that was always comedy value even then.
I'm not sure you're going to get that.
Well, what they do now is a bendy.
A bendy?
A bendy.
Well, because it is bendy.
It is bendy.
But it wasn't a bender.
I wonder if it's going to be the same thing, though. This is a bendy and cheese, because there's no pictures on this.
Well, you used to get pictures. That was the classic, wasn't it? You get photographs. If we can maybe put them on here. Maybe it's too difficult for you to show. But they had a Wimpy brunch. That's a nice photo of two fritters and chips things. Wimpy grill that had the bender in it. A shanty salad. Is that on there?
What the hell's a shanty salad? It's got to have something to do with seaside, isn't it?
I don't think it has.
I'm gonna guess it's gonna be scampi.
No, it doesn't sound. It's just got a photo. 2 bits of toast. Shanty brunch.
Okay, no, there's none of that.
Delta brunch.
No.
Delta grill.
None of these things
A Wimpy special grill for 42p.
42p, blimey.
This is late 70s, it's not quite into the 80s. And an international.
See, I don't remember an international.
Is this I'm sure I've brought up a massage parlour menu. Would you want a shanty salad? Soup.
I do remember, though, the spicy bean burger.
Yes.
There was always, maybe Wimpy were ahead of their time. Offering a vegetarian burger, but a spicy bean burger. I seem to remember them always being a bit different.
And they've got corn there as well now. So they've really gone full millennial. And obviously got a Wimpy cheeseburger, Wimpy egg burger, Wimpy king size, Wimpy egg brunch, Wimpy salad. Is there a salad here?
You got more of your traditional burgers.
I don't think there's a
chicken,
salad.
Fish in a bun, bendy and cheese. I've got to have the bendy.
Are you going for the bendy?
Going to go for the bendy. I wonder what the bendy, or the bender as it was, would have cost back in the 80s.
Let me have a look for you. The bender, we've got the bender 16.5p.
£5.20 now.
Is it?
£5.20.
I don't think this had chips with it, mate.
If you want the meal, £11.90. That gives you a drink and
we've got a bender egg brunch here for 36p.
Oh, well, that's not bad.
Do you want that? But you got this. Do you want the shanty golden fish portion?
The thing is, it's the same, but different, isn't it? It's got the same sort of vibe going on. The colours are the same and everything. The logos are the same.
Yeah.
And the menu's still handwritten with little updates. on
This
there.
little thing. I mean, it all feels very similar. It's nice and nostalgic. They do lovely desserts. I think on the back of that they got some nice desserts. So we've got brown derby. Have you got a brown?
Chocolate brownie. Is that close enough?
Knickerbocker Glory here.
No, Knickerbocker
They don't do
Glory.
a Knickerbocker
No.
Glory. Okay. What about a Whipsy?
We've got to have Wimpy Whirl ice cream.
Yeah, that's probably that then.
Wimpy Whirl and sauce.
Are there any biscuits?
There's no biscuits.
Oh, three pence for a biscuit if you want that.
Oh, look at this. This was never a thing back in the 80s. An Eton Mess Whirl.
Wow, they have got
They've
fancy.
gone right up in the world, haven't they?
Well, we've got a roll and butter,
Yeah.
marmalade,
Marmalade.
and a pastry. Various.
Oh my God.
From 6 pence to 13 pence. So yeah, we've definitely don't have Eton Mess on this menu, but this, as I say, is late 70s, but it's good as damn it 80s, isn't it?
Yeah.
But yeah, so 70 years they've been in this country, 90 years since they were founded. Back in Chicago. It's America and South Africa, apparently, the
Is it
really big
really?
ones.
I just always assumed it was
British.
I
did.
Yeah.
But that's because, well, not that we can show it, but you look around and there are Union Jacks and red, white and blues everywhere.
They always had that was the whole branding in this country, wasn't it? It was that it was all very British. They never pretended to be American.
But wasn't Mr. Wimpy in a beef
He
eater?
was in a beef eater thing, yeah. He was.
Obese.
Yes.
Heart disease character. And if you could have a party without him, or you could pay the extra like 60 quid or 80 quid or something.
Yeah.
Even back then it was quite pricey to have the character turn up as well and get the party bags. And I always had the character turn up and party bags. But you could just turn up and just have that. A bit of a letdown when you went out to your mate's birthday party and they couldn't quite afford all the extra bits and you just sat there and had a burger.
See, I can remember being given, when it was my birthday, I would go with my best friend, we had one down the road from where we lived, and my mum would give us a fiver to spend, and a fiver
Yeah.
was a lot of
You
money.
had a bloody feast.
Yeah, a lot of,
And you could have a dessert.
money. Yeah, from Baba.
Yeah, and you could phone your friends and go, hey you, come on over to my place for having a Wimpy. Oh dear, so do you know what you're having then?
Well, I'm definitely going to have I'm going to ask for a bendy.
You can't go for a bender. You'll be
Now,
left.
I've never been in a fast food restaurant before where an option to have with the burger is peas on the side.
Right,
They
yeah.
don't do that in the other place, do they?
No, you don't have peas in McDonald's.
No.
But yeah, you see, that's what it was in the 80s. You would order it, and it would come with china and a knife and fork. You'd have a hat that you could expand. They were the first hat people, I think. You'd expand it and put it on your hat, on your head. And, you'd have all the different sauces there. There would be sachets. It would all be here.
Weren't the sauces always in the shape of the vegetable?
Yeah, very close to.
There was the tomato would be in the shape of a tomato.
Biggest tomato you've ever
The mustard
seen, yeah.
obviously be in the shape of a mustard.
Yeah, traditional mustard shape. Yeah.
I just
Brown
remember-
sauce in
yeah.
the shape of a brown. Yeah. What is brown sauce?
Brown sauce is just brown, isn't
Is it?
it?
Yeah.
It's just brown
Yeah,
sauce.
yeah.
It's interesting to see how things have changed there. And I dare say back in the 80s, there were no fancy coffees. You
No.
wouldn't have your cappuccino
No.
or your cafe latte.
You have coffee.
Yeah, just coffee. I'll have a coffee, please, or a tea.
And no one would go, what sort of blend? Do you want any sort of roast?
What sort of milk do you want?
Yeah, do you want syrup in it? You're having milk, a killer.
Do you want sweetener? Or
Yeah.
no, none
Sugar.
of that.
No, it would just be
Less-
black or white. Just like Michael Jackson used
Less
to say.
choices. I know we all do. All this is making me feel very angry, James.
Yes.
So what do we do here in this?
Well, we can't. No one comes over.
Okay.
And we don't. Do you remember those duplex 3-piece? They give you a little thing with your details on. So they write down your order on their pad and they tear it off and
give
leave
you a
you with the
bit-
bit.
yeah.
And then you would go back, and it was the yellow and red. That's the difference that's missing now. Because some point in the 90s, as it changed, it used to be yellow and red and white.
Yes.
With sometimes a little bit of blue, but it was that yellow background in the 80s and 90s with the red wimpy. And then they've gone back to this. This is very much the original capital letters.
On this special menu as well, I don't ever remember them doing beer and wine.
Yeah, you said that. I
Yeah.
seem to have a vague recollection of it having alcohol, but then I was like 10, so
Yeah,
I probably,
yeah.
I was drunk most of the time. I'm
Nothing else to do.
No, exactly. I'm going to go for a standard burger in the theme of tradition as a meal for £10.85.
Whoa, okay.
But I'm going to ask them if they could do 80s prices. See if they could do it for 96 pence or
Good
something.
Good luck with that, James.
Yeah.
I'm hoping it's going to come on a plate.
Yes.
I'm hoping we're going to get a knife and a fork.
No, I don't think so. And you want a bendy? Where is that?
I want the bendy. It's a bendy.
It's not on this
Bendy
side.
and cheese.
Bendy and cheese. Would you like?
Bendy and cheese.
Would you like fried chips with that?
I'll have the fried chips with that. Thank you, James.
Like, they used to call it fried chips, didn't they? Do they call it just
They
fries
call it
now?
wimpy fries now.
Do they?
Yeah.
Well, we'll have to ask for the right thing, won't I? Right, okay then. I'm going to go and order it for us then, all right?
Off you go.
Right, we have got our requests, please. I'll have the Wimpy hamburger, please. Yeah, as a meal, please, yeah. Diet Coke, please, yeah. And we'll have the bendy and cheese as a meal, please. Yeah. What drink do you want?
Oh, can I have a Coke?
Coke for Andy, please. Yeah. And we'll order our desserts later, I think. Smashing. Yes. Great. It's 22 quid, Andy.
22 quid. I was expecting 57p.
I was hoping it was going to be £1.37, but no, it's not. Okay, we'll go for this. Brilliant.
Gone off a few.
Yeah, a little bit. It's gone up a little bit. Yeah. But I'll put some tips in there, mate, to make up for the difference. How long is that going to be?
Yeah, roughly like 3 or 5 minutes.
3 or 5 minutes. Yeah. Great.
I quite like the thing of when you mentioned that they would write down and you would get a little record of what you'd ask for.
Yeah.
And then you could check to make sure you get everything.
Yeah. Should we have a dessert as well?
Let's see if it fills this up, James.
Oh, okay.
If we go back, we'll have that.
Yeah. No, I like the little slip because that was quite that sort of, what do they call it, carbon copy of it. It was always quite a sort of, this is what you said, here you go, this is what we're taking back.
Isn't it? There's no arguments. There's no arguments at all there.
No, and now you go back and go, I haven't had my fries, and they go, well, you didn't order fries. Anyway, I definitely did because I wanted the fries, and we spoke about what size meal I wanted, and you were going to go off and get the meal. You know, no. And then they look at you like you're a piece of shit and go off and not here, obviously, McDonald's, Burger King, the other places.
The other lot.
They're actually really friendly here. Every time I've been in here, and any Wimpy, they're always really friendly.
This is the first Wimpy that I've been in since probably the 80s.
Yeah, well,
to be quite honest.
Yeah, I think. Well, it's cleaner. I always remember them being a little bit greasy spoony.
Yes.
Not dirty, but they were just a little bit, you know. It was, this is all very nice wood, nice clean, everything's clean and fresh. But I do like these, not that they can pick them up on the camera, but these are very much the old style 80s Wimpy, aren't they?
It's a definite nod, isn't it, to the old days.
Yeah, I mean, they say things like classic burgers and British heritage, the Wimpy way and stuff, so definitely harping back to that, because I guess coming over to this country in 54, that's got to be before McDonald's.
Yeah, definitely. These were first.
Yeah.
100% these were first. Because I remember that we would go as a family, like I say, for treats. There always be a Wimpy for birthdays and treats and things like that. But I can remember when Wimpy came along, and I remember the first one coming. I went into London when it came to run vaguely near us, and I went up with my nan, and she was mortified that the burger came with everything in it, with the pickles.
Oh, I see.
Sauce, because she was used to saying, I want ketchup or I don't want ketchup, I want onions or I don't want onions. And she was absolutely mortified that we just turned up. Just came and it was. There was no choice.
I'm usually quite fussy, but I didn't do it just because I didn't want to look embarrassing and awkward on camera. I've probably got all sorts in there. I've probably got something I shouldn't have had in there. I've probably got a shanty special on top of my burger.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I've noticed they have gone with a nod to the future as well. The young people in here are ordering from a touch screen.
Yeah.
Even though
sci-fi.
The touch screen is literally right next to the person that you can talk to.
Yeah, there's like a person next to the machine and they choose the machine every time.
Yeah.
Don't talk to a person. We're not normally face to face on our podcast. This feels really odd. So if we can just look away from each other for the rest of the recording, please. I do. You're right. The callback to the old heritage is nice. The old stuff, the old history of it, and you don't get that at Burger King and McDonald's. They don't talk. They're
always constantly moving.
Yeah, and they don't show the Hamburglar or anything, do they? They don't even show Ronald McDonald anymore.
No, he's not a thing anymore.
Well, I think he's probably in prison.
Allegedly, James.
Some legal reasons. He's probably not unable to appear in restaurants and adverts anymore.
I believe there was more than one though. I think I don't think it was the same guy that went from every single place to every single place.
I'm sure the guy
would have been very, very busy, wouldn't he?
The character is in prison. Oh God! Yeah.
Isn't it funny that the Hamburglar from here? It was it the Hamburglar?
Hamburglar was McDonald's.
Yes, but he was, like you say, quite a rotund chap, wasn't he?
Oh no, Mr. Wimpy was the character for the parties. Yes, yeah, he was big. I mean, Ronald McDonald was quite a svelte thing. Because he was always running around chasing kids. But Mr. Wimpy was huge. Big heart attack nose. Couldn't see his eyes. And came out huge. Bouncing kids out of the way.
That's why he's not in prison, because he could never catch the kids. That'd be why.
They couldn't fit him in the van. Yeah. So they said 3 to 5 minutes. I can see your bendy up on the screen, look.
Is it coming that way?
Well, I don't know if it's...
It does look like it does look like it used to look from according to the picture.
And if you think about it, a bender, it doesn't make sense being called bender. Not really. And I wonder why they called it that. Because I reckon even in the 80s, that was dubious.
You reckon?
Don't you think? It's like when you saw the advert on TV for Brains Faggots, and we always went,
oh, faggots, yeah.
You know, it's just, I don't know. Even then, I'm sure they were like, nah, we can't call it that. I go, yeah, let's call it that. And I think that's the same here. But bendy makes more sense because it's bendy.
It's a bendy one, isn't it?
Yeah. So we haven't got any beers.
No.
What's that say? For £3 you can get a beer or a glass of wine.
That's not actually bad at all, is it? Not bad at all.
Yeah. So, and that's new. It says it's new, so maybe you're right. Maybe they didn't do it in the 80s.
Yeah.
But it's a lovely view. We're looking across South Sea Common here, but down at the fun fair. We feel like we properly are on our summer holidays.
Do you know what? We've got the proper British summer weather going on today as well.
Yeah, and I have got you a cup here, a Wimpy cup.
Oh, wonderful.
For you to have all your hot drinks in future. So you can keep it on brand when you go back to the studio.
There he goes.
Yes.
Very, very good. So what other drinks did they used to do? Because I seem to remember they did tea and coffee, because everywhere did tea. You one kind of coffee.
Yep.
Do they do tea now?
Well, I've left the menu, which is bloody useless.
Right, it's not very,
but they used to do the Coke floats when we spoke about it in previous episodes.
Yes.
And that's where the first time I ever saw one. I never ever have had one, ever.
You've never ever had one?
No, with the ice cream in the top of a Coke.
Yeah.
How does it taste like?
It's just like...
As you'd imagine.
Just like Coke and ice cream. Just like vanilla-y Coke from the...
Because that's, I guess, why they brought out vanilla Coke back in the late 90s.
It tasted nothing like vanilla, though.
Didn't it?
No.
I never tried it. I'm a purist.
Yeah.
But here, I don't even know if they do... Is it Coke that they do here? I don't even know if it's Coca-Cola. I think it's just cola.
Is it just cola? Okay. I can see it looks like Pepsi.
Oh, and he's on his T-shirt. He's got the 70 look with the 0. It's the Wimpy logo. That's nice. Lovely. And
I'm wondering if the drinks here are generic drinks or whether... Because I wish my eyes were good enough for him to see.
Oh, no, they are Pepsi.
Yeah.
Yes, Pepsi and Tango. I don't think they had that back in the day.
No.
It was always cola.
Yeah.
Fizzy pop.
Cola. Generic. Oh.
Hello, look at this.
It's coming over on a plate.
We got it on plates. Oh, thank you. Great. Look at that. Oh, my goodness.
That looks amazing.
With a little flag in.
You guys need to cut 3 or...
Cutlery? Yeah, great. We'll have cutlery.
Take away your drinks.
And can we have some
sauce as well,
sauce and ketchup?
They're all over there if you want to grab them.
Okay.
If you can get them so we don't kick this stand over. Some ketchups and salts. Yeah, great. Thank you. Look at this. The little flag in it. And he's going to get some cutlery. I haven't eaten fast food with cutlery since I was about 9.
This is the proper... That is the proper...
That is it.
That's the bender.
That is, yeah. And this, you see the 70 on it. We've got since 1954. Look at that. Look at that. That is a proper... And you know what?
Thank you very much.
Look at you. What a star deal it is. Thank you, mate. Look at that.
Little potato sauce.
Tell you what, right? These look like the photos.
Yes. And I'll tell you something else that's interesting as well, is the chips have not got salt on them until you put your own sauce on.
Well, what chips have sauce on? Oh, I see seasoning and... Oh, I see. Yeah. Yes. Yeah, I'm not a big... I used to be a big KFC fan. But now they've got loads of seasoning all over the chips, which I don't mind in small quantity. I'd be told off by my granny if I did this.
Absolutely, you can't eat with your fingers.
Picking the chip up. and not with putting it on the knife and fork.
Now, were you told off doing this with your sauce?
Everyone did that.
Because I was told that it was you always had to just put it in a little pile.
Put it in the corner, yeah.
Put it in the corner.
It's a condiment. It's an accompaniment. You don't just whack it on everything, Andy.
Going for that.
Oh goodness, this is great. I really didn't expect that. Oh, hopefully they can see all this on the old camera with the things. But it's yeah, it's lovely, really nice. I'm so impressed, and proper Heinz ketchup, which is obviously a bonus. I'm going to detach this. Oh, look at that! Oh, it's got ketchup on. I don't even need to add ketchup. Marvelous.
Just want to show the money shot.
So how does it taste then? As you remember?
Yeah, it's like just a hot dog,
Yeah.
but cut into a shape so it goes bendy.
Yeah.
Bendy, not a bender. So yeah.
That is exactly as I remember.
Yeah. Wow, that gives.
That's me. Yeah, great. Thank you.
Oh fuck, thank you.
Oh, and some cutlery each. Look at that. Thank you, eh? Thank you. I'm just gonna eat this for nostalgic purposes with a knife and fork.
Well, my nan and my mum.
Thank you, Luke. Look at this.
Thank you.
Branded. Cheers, then, and thank you. Cheers. Cheers.
Cheers.
You got to put your straw in.
Oh, yeah,
cheers
okay.
to Wimpy. 70 years. This isn't sponsored, by the way. We should say this isn't sponsored by Wimpy. Cheers. It's
Oh, that's good.
but it's one of those that is just iconic, isn't it?
Yeah.
From the era.
I seem to remember they're going out to the Wimpy or going out for a meal of any description. Back in those days, it was a treat.
Yeah.
It's not a thing that you do every day.
No, and I said this back on my Bring Back the 80s tour show, is that, you know, if I add up all the times I've gone out for a meal, a cafe, restaurant, whatever, with my kids on some holidays, it'll be like 20 or 30 times. But we would just go out once a month, maybe? Somewhere? So somewhere like this? I'm going to pick it up, it's a mess.
Well, the chips are not like the other chips from the other place.
I don't actually remember what the chips were like back in the day. Do you? Are they like this?
I think they were, James. I think they were.
Yeah, it feels similar. It feels similar to me. So shall we come back if we see if we at the end and see how we feel about the whole thing?
Yeah.
Otherwise, we're going to put
that.
people through this horrible eating. Next half an hour. But yeah,
Leave it, Raleigh.
we'll see you in a bit. Thank you. Wow, look at the size of that.
Thank you. Fantastic.
Crikey. Thank you, mate.
Thank you.
Look at yours.
I'm super impressed with that.
This is such a heavy weight.
Super impressed with that.
I can't believe that.
I bet you wish you had one of these, James, didn't you?
Yes. I mean, that is like 4 McFlurries.
That is a big
Feel the
old.
weight of that.
Yeah,
Is yours heavy?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's proper weight.
Well, that's not. I mean, how am I going to go back to Weight Watchers tomorrow?
Now, what I'm liking about this,
I'm not a member.
and what I'm from the days of me remembering the old desserts that they used to do, that I seem to remember that whatever it was, whether it was a rum barber, used to have strawberries on it, and they were tinned strawberries. And this looks like it's got strawberries out of the tin.
Yeah.
Strawberries out.
Yeah,
Strawberries
with the
out of the
syrupy
tin.
stuff.
Yeah, let's have a go.
I can't believe how heavy that is. That feels like a small tub of vanilla ice cream. Well, that's because it is.
It is a tub.
But you know what I mean when you get from the shop. Oh my goodness! Wow.
This is going to defeat me.
Yeah. This is going to defeat me. Well, and then I'll beat it, and then I'll finish yours. We were talking about how the seats are even nice and comfortable now, because they used to be, and still are in a lot of McDonald's, the slidey, hard, flat, shiny surfaces.
Because they don't want you lingering.
It's a fast food, mate. So get in, eat it, get out. But here, the temperature's actually even all right. You go to a McDonald's or a Burger King, it's often so bloody cold, everyone keeps their coats on. But here, squidgy seats, even the individual seats are padded and nice and flexible backs. It's actually, and then you see there's a strange person over there with a cleaning mop, just cleaning as well. You don't see that much, do you, otherwise?
I've got to say, I'm super impressed with this.
This is amazing.
Super impressed.
Only thing is, that doesn't work for me. And then I splinters with my ice cream.
No,
it's a wooden spoon. I don't mind if a turtle gets a spoon up its nose. I want a plastic spoon, I'll be honest. And are you telling me that that's safer? They got to cut down trees. It hasn't got any oil in it, I suppose, or plastics in your body.
Who knows, James?
I just don't like the texture.
Thing is, they gave us metal knives and forks earlier. Can we not have a metal spoon, please?
Well, they did have metal spoons, those thin, cheap teaspoons to eat your desserts with.
Really long handles.
Yeah, yes, and tiny little things to get down the bottom with your knickerbocker glories. You don't mind the expression. I'm getting brain freeze. But it is so nice. I did expect, I'll be honest, I did expect maybe something, bit of sauce or something. Oh, it's an extra 80p. I'm getting the What's I've been talking? You've just been wolfing it out, and I've just looked up at you then, and you look like you're having some sort of migraine. Yeah.
It's weird. Some people, my other half doesn't get brain freeze. I say to her, I've got brain freeze. She says, what are you talking about?
No.
She can just eat ice cream and drink cold stuff and not have a migraine.
No.
How can people do that?
I've seen clips on YouTube, which aren't pleasant, but they're mildly hilarious, where they'll give a cat or a dog some ice cream, and they'll all look, and you can see it going, oh, God, it's obviously got brain freeze. So it does happen across all animals. But from your other half, she does not, of course. Not she's saying she's a...
No, she's saying she's an animal. See, this is the thing. Because I know it's giving me a brain freeze, and the more I'm eating, the more it's hurting.
Yeah.
But it's so flipping
My ears are hurting now.
Yeah.
My earlobes and my jaw. But it is so much ice cream. I mean, it was £3.
I would say this would actually be enough for 2 people, possibly 3.
Well, this is a Five Guys equivalent of a dessert, isn't it?
Yes.
You ask for one dessert, and that is enough for the family. It's the same with their fries at Five Guys. No, I have got brain freeze now. Oh, goodness.
This is gonna do. Yes, James. You know what you could do?
What?
You could make your own.
I'll do my own float.
Do your own float, James.
I'm going to do that. Things I've never had it. The manager's looking at me a bit dodgy. So what do? Just chuck it in?
Just chuck a lump in.
And then what? Drink it?
Just drink it. Let it go in a bit. Show the camera so they can see what you.
Or do I do more than that?
No, that's it.
That's about right.
Yeah, there you go, like that.
So just tip to the in there, and then I drink it now.
Hey, just drink it
through the straw, or
however you wish, to, James. There's no rules.
Do I mash it in a bit?
No rules, James. No rules.
Except when your grand's with you and says, "Stop messing about with your food." Would you do that at home if you weren't around? Yeah.
What's the verdict?
Yeah.
A sensation?
I do quite like that, actually. I've had 40 years wasted. I like a Coke.
I know, boy, it's got all fits up now, though. Has yours done that as well?
Mine's gone.
Mine's gone. It's turned into a cappuccino.
Yeah. Wow.
Blimey, that's gone.
I do quite like that. Well, highly recommend that. Coke float. Well, it's Pepsi, but you know. Was it diet? Luckily, it was Diet Pepsi. That balanced it all out.
For the ridiculous quantities of ice cream.
I mean, how many calories? Have they got calories on there? Of course they've got calories on here. You've got 306 calories in yours.
I don't believe that for a minute.
Well, I've just told you. 209 calories in mine, so I've got the diet option. The Wimpy burger with the fries was 854.
Okay.
And your blender, 968.
No.
I think you'll find I am the healthy option. I've had the healthy option. I am the healthy option.
900 for the bender.
You just had 1,000 calories of bender, mate. I know, it's not good for you, is it? But this is definitely all round. I think it's been a success.
It's for races day out, isn't it?
Yeah. I think if we can find a Burnley Inn for next summer, shall we?
I'm going to go see if the Radio 1 road shows down by the pier.
Yeah, and I'm going to go and win a teddy bear by putting £4 worth of 2 pences. Well, I think we should thank Wimpy.
Yes.
For taking us back down memory lane.
Very much so, very impressed.
Food, wonderful. Service, great. Ceramic plates, it's a win for me.
Just before we go, what the hell is that?
What does it say it is? A thick shake and something.
It's a burger with 4 things in it.
4. Unnecessary. Don't need it. I had 1 and I'm stuffed.
It's been good. Thank you, Wimpy.
Wonderful. Thanks very much. Come on over to our place.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Come on over to my place. Hey, you. We're having a wimpy. We'll be swinging, dancing and singing. Won't you come on over tonight? Won't you come on over tonight? Yeah!